I can already tell you guys are fantastic, so tell me, I want to know which one of you is the biggest fan? Which one of you? Wait, I didn't hear that. Which one? Who has seen Jurassic Park more than, let's say, 10 times? Oh my gosh, 20. Keep your hand up if it's more than 20. No liars, come on. How about 100? Do I hear 100? 100! He's calling you out over there. Who's seeing it for the first time tonight? Anyone? We got one! That's amazing. You are in for a treat. There's a reason why this film has resonated with audiences for so long. I love this film. I know you all are here because you love this film. But there's somebody else who recorded a very special message for you guys who also love this film, and he knows a little bit more about it than I do. So never thought I'd be able to say this in my life, but without further ado, Steven Spielberg.
For me, bringing Jurassic Park to the big screen in 1993 was a complete dream come true. As a child, I was completely obsessed by dinosaurs, and probably at 6 years old could say dinosaurs' names with 11 letters, which always confounded my parents. So I'm thrilled that our movie continues to capture people's imaginations all over the world, people who love dinosaurs, especially bringing out the child in everybody whose first words might have been T-Rex or Stegosaurus. So when we made the first film, we were able to use groundbreaking digital visual effects. For the very first time, digital effects were used to create the starring roles in Jurassic Park. We also used incredible Stan Winston animatronics, so these 35-foot tall T-Rex could be moving quickly, full size, and all this set in a modern setting. So that legacy that we began in 1993 continues now with Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. And I'm very proud that we brought in Colin and Juan Antonio to breathe a whole new life into our dinosaurs and elevate these films to the very next level of thrills and chills and amazing digital work. So, thank you all for joining us on this journey.
So we have a very special guest. He is the co-founder of Amblin Entertainment. So without this man, this film, this legacy would not be here. He's a 5-time Oscar nominee. Woo! He's responsible for movies like, a little movie called like Indiana Jones. Remember that? Remember that? Raiders of the Lost Ark? Color Purple? E.T.? All right, without further ado, here he is, the man, Mr. Frank Marshall.
Thank you for that lovely introduction. Hello, everybody. How you doing tonight? Nice here in Griffith Park at night, isn't it?
What could be better than watching, dinosaurs under the stars?
I know. There might be one over that hill. Oh no, he's out in front, right?
Yeah, he's out in front. Everybody get their photo op? So first of all, 25 years ago.
I know.
Does it feel like 25 years?
It feels a lot shorter.
Does it?
Yeah. So I have a question. How many of you saw the movie 25 years ago? Yeah. Oh, okay. That's pretty great.
That's pretty great.
Thank you. It was a hit.
Kind of a hit. I think it might catch on. So when did you know it was a hit? Like, when was that first feeling that you had something so special?
I think that you don't know until you see it with your first audience. So with a lot of you folks out there, when I was actually, back in those days, Stephen and Kathy, my wife Kathy Kennedy, the other
You might have heard of her.
Kathleen, we used to go around and actually go into the movie theaters and stand in the back and watch and see how the audience responded. It was really good. And we knew by the reaction of the audience that it was going to be very successful. We didn't know how successful, but people love dinosaurs.
So why is that? I mean, obviously they're cool, but why do you think 25 years later, all these people are here and we can't wait to see the next Jurassic?
Well, I have a simple theory, because they were real. And it's science, it's something we study when we're young. We go to the Natural History Museum, we see large skeletons. They're not superheroes, but they were here on Earth with us. So our imaginations take us to that place where, what if they were here today? And I think that's what makes them have a longevity that they do. And then a lot of you out there who saw the movie 25 years ago want to show it to your kids to have the same feeling that you had 25 years ago. So.
And somebody's showing it to their kid for the first time tonight. Somebody's seeing it for the first time, apparently. So you produced Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom and Jurassic World. So first of all, what can these fans expect with this next film?
Well, you saw a lot of it in the trailer. It's a little scarier than Jurassic World. And I think I can reveal that we actually leave the island finally. Some of you will be happy about that. What else can you do on Isla Nublar? You know, it's gone, it's destroyed. There's a couple of margaritas left at Margaritaville still. But we make that leap and they come here to our world, and that's going to be the next chapter. What happens then?
Yeah, so this is the second in a trilogy.
Yes.
And I know that this film, I don't think it's spoiling it to say that this, you know, you're sort of setting up the next installment of the film. And I can say I did see the film and it's insane. It's insane.
A big what if. You see a couple of shots in the trailer, but you know, it's really great because we had a lot of the old family with us. Jeff Goldblum is Dr. Ian Malcolm is back in this one. It's a very short role, it's a small role, but he is powerful and he's the real guy who you love.
So how did you get him to come back? Was there a lot of convincing? Who made the call?
No, it was I made the call to his agent and said, you know, we have a role for Jeff, and he wanted to know what it was. But what's happened over these years and has happened in the last two movies, we're a family. And any chance to get the family back together, I think everybody is excited about it. And so Jeff was like, yeah, I'll do that. And he gets to be the character. The guys say, be careful what you wish for.
Right.
So it was great having him on the set. We shot in London, and he was just in Hawaii.
Yes.
On the junket?
Yes,
Did you
on the
see
junket.
him there?
I did see Jeff at the junket. Jeff Goldblum he's a force of nature, as I'm sure you guys all know, but sitting down across from him for 5 minutes, you don't even need to say anything. I mean, he's just a one-man show.
Yeah, you never
Everybody's
know
always trying to get him to wrap it up, and he could just talk all day.
You never know what he's going to say, he just goes on. He goes on like the character in the movie. When we were shooting, he had extra sentences that he was adding, and Jay would go, okay, wait. Cut.
So he wanted to say, welcome to Jurassic World, and just keep going?
He wanted to get to that, welcome to Jurassic World.
So talk to me about Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard. They are just so incredible together. They have such chemistry with two of the nicest people I think you'll ever meet.
We're very fortunate to have them. I mean, they're the nicest people on the planet. They're a joy to work with, and incredibly talented. And they have a lot of fun together. And you'll see in Fallen Kingdom that their characters have been off doing things for the last 3 years, and they're coming back. So they've grown some, and they go on this new adventure together. But to have them on the junket and at our premieres and things, it's just been a joy. They have a lot of fun, and there's nothing better than a few laughs when you're on a brutal press junket. Started in Madrid, went to London, went to Shanghai, went to Beijing, and now it's here. Oh, went to Hawaii on the way back, and now they're here, and they'll be at the premiere tomorrow night of Fallen Kingdom.
So I know, we all know that doing sequels is tough, and it does, and you guys have managed to make it work. Was there anything that was really important to you that you really wanted to have in this film?
Well, I think, it's important that we try and preserve the science, that it's not science fiction, it's science fact. And so you'll see we had our same paleontologist, Jack Horner, who has done all 5 movies now. I had the great pleasure 2 summers in a row of going on a dinosaur dig in Montana.
What?
With Jack. He taught in Montana at Montana State, and every summer he would take his graduate students out into this big prairie that was on the border of Canada and Montana, and there were dinosaur bones there. And
wow.
So I got to hang, and our kids got to hang with Jack Horner, which he's a very cool guy. And so he made sure that we were telling stories about dinosaurs that could be true. And so I think that's very important.
Do you have, obviously everybody's here to see Jurassic Park tonight, do you have a favorite scene or a favorite memory, something that happened on set 25 years ago?
The hurricane. That's the memory I have. Again, it was a wonderful experience because Steven was able to, Steven's always, I think, works better and is more creative when he's given a challenge. And back in those days, we didn't have CG. So he, of course, wanted the T-Rex to run up and down the street there. And we didn't quite know how to do it. We had Stan Winston, and Stan was trying to design this dinosaur. And he kept saying to Kathy and I, it's never going to run. And Steven would say, I want it to run. So as good producers, we were there to try and solve the problem. And that's when we had this magic moment up at ILM when Dennis Muren showed us this dinosaur, sort of a wire skeleton running on a computer. And he said, we can put a skin on this and it can run. And Steven said, now we got it.
Wow.
So he was able to then take small bits of where he wanted the dinosaurs to really move. We did those CGs, and then the rest we built at Stan Winston Studios. And so it was that great combination of real and fake, I think, that works.
What is it? How do you make movie magic? You've had so many successes over the years, so many hits. What's the key?
Make good stories. I love the stories that we make and the stories that we tell, and they're movies that I'd like to see. That's about it.
Have you had, because obviously these people are all fans, have you had any great fan stories? Anything crazy people have told you over the years?
A fan story? Well, I'll tell a story about Raiders. And when we think back 25, 30 years ago when we were making these movies, it was completely different how you went to the movies. I remember there were 2 theaters, one in San Jose and one in San Diego, that I went to on the 1-year birthday of Raiders of the Lost Ark playing in the same theater for 1 year, and people still went. And we don't have that today, and those kind of memories and experiences, I'll never forget.
You're topping it tonight because this is 25 years.
Yeah, 25 years. But you haven't been going for those 25 years. Maybe you're watching at home.
Amazing, amazing. Mr. Steven Spielberg, he's just, what is it like working with him? What is it like watching that creativity happen?
Yeah, Steven's amazing because the craft of making a movie is kind of second nature to him. He sees the movie in his head and he's able to design and block out these shots that tell a whole story in one shot. It's kind of amazing, and he does it effortlessly. And so, he's just a great storyteller, and being able to work with him and be challenged by him is really inspiring because he'll say, here's something I don't think you can do, and that's a challenge I like to take.
So what is your favorite scene from Jurassic Park? Do you have one? Or is it like choosing children?
I like the kitchen sequence, it's really scary, and that's Steven playing on all your childhood fears and the timing. Actually, we have a member of the family here that I haven't seen for 25 years.
We do. Would you like to make that introduction? It's a little surprise for you guys.
And she's arriving in a helicopter.
True Jurassic style.
No, and actually she's in that scene, as I recall.
She is.
Ladies and gentlemen, 25 years later, Lex, Ariana Richards.
Yay! you were telling me backstage you were 12 years old when you shot Jurassic Park.
I was. I can't even believe it. 25 years ago. This is incredible. And then I turned 13 during the filming, and you were just talking about the hurricane in Nikki. That happened to be my birthday.
Nice birthday present.
Wow, wow. So I was also asking you backstage, these days actors have to audition and audition and audition and screen test. You said you had one audition.
That's right. Stephen had seen my work in some other movies I'd been in. I had started acting when I was about 6 years old, and apparently he just wanted me to come in and be put on tape screaming for the casting person. So
We remember your scream.
yes. So I did that, and after that, I just came to meet Stephen in his office, and he was so sweet and just put me right at ease. It was incredible. And by the end of our visit, he said, "So, Ariana, are you busy this summer?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Well, then you're Lex. You got the job."
Wow.
That's it.
And when was the last time you two saw each other? Was it 25 years ago?
Yeah, we haven't seen each other for 25 years until tonight.
This is an incredible reunion.
It's a family reunion, like you said, you're all a family. So, would you like to introduce the film? You guys want to see the film, right?
Oh yeah, that.
Thank you again all for coming. June 22nd, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I've seen it. It's amazing. Go see that. But for now,
Okay, well, so thank you everyone for being so supportive, such great fans for the last 25 years. And now with Jurassic World and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, here's to another 25 years.
thanks everybody. Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Thank you all. Have a great time
Thank you
tonight.
all so much.
We'll see you in a couple of weeks. Thank you. Good night.